is live. 5 minutes before 5 in the AM, 5 a.m., 5 minutes before 5 a.m. East Coast Standard Time, coming to you live from United States of America, the state of Florida, the county of Brevard, the city of Rockledge. You heard it here first, man. King Benjamin is back. And we got a title for this video, y'all. Twee-King. And I got some stuff to say and get off my chest. But before we do that, I am looking for my... Where is it at? Gotta set this up right. We gotta do this right, y'all. There they are, headphones. Got them. Gotta get soundproof here. And then we'll do a video on this one as well. So let me get this on here. Bluetooth going. Actually, this one may not have that. Cause I'm like, I don't want to mess up my hat. Isn't that funny? If I do a video, I don't want to mess up my hat. You know what? Let's screw it. Let's do it without. Let's do it without the headphones. We'll just go straight up live. Let's take sticker off and let's get to it. Hey. Try Benjamin Podcast is live, man. Let me put that over there. Okay. So check it out. We're talking about first of all, we're gonna address the Jello song Tweaker. I thought the song was trash. I thought the flow was just, it wasn't modern. It was just too, I didn't like it. But I feel like the people behind him and the people behind this song talking about me. So let me address that real quick. First of all, I have to have empathy for the younger generation. You know, it sucks that, you know, a lot of y'all been brainwashed and there's no going back. And in the same token, we got to thank Jesus we're all here on this stage. But first and foremost, I want to say this, man. I noticed that, you know, I'm talking about LeAngelo Ball. I'm talking about the song that he made. You know, Cameron was talking about it on his podcast. And it was all this hype about it. And I saw the song floating through the internet. I was like, let me listen to it. Is it that good? And I just did not like it. But one thing I want to say is about his voice. He has a deep, really a deep voice, you know, a deep man voice. And I thought about like how many people his age or younger have a deep voice, even when they're like 16, 18, 15-year-old kids with deep voice. And it made me think that like when you hear a guy with a deep voice and you don't know them, you may assume like this person's very mature for their age or whatever. But in the same token, this person could just be an airhead with a complete deep voice. And not to say that about LeAngelo or the Jello Tweaker song, but in general, a whole generation of younger kids may look like men and have deep voices like men, but inside, you know, they may be lacking a lot of things, you know, of experience and manhood their age should have versus the men 50 years ago had by age, you know, 25, 22, you know, not even 30, just the whole 1995 and older generation. You got to look at someone like Chief Keef, who has recently come out and started to do more interviews and start to talk. You know, you don't see him in the same light that you may have saw him when he was coming out in the industry at age 17. You know, this guy's 29 years old, not even 30, and he's now sharing sides of himself nobody had seen the past 12, 13 years. So it's very interesting to see how this Gen Z. You could call it Gen Z, but you can also just say this under 30 generation has developed into modern day, 2025, 2024, whatever, however you want to call it. Um, it's sad to say, but this country in America, the families that have been broken, we've raised a broken generation. And I'm very empathetic to it because me, as somebody who people may say, oh, I'm a tweaker, a tweaker, this and that, it's very um, kind of normal for me to have tweaking moments because, you know, my mom did drugs. I was a crack baby generation that represents even the younger generations, whether we separate it by years or whatever. A lot of babies, you heard the song by Kendrick Lamar, ADHD. A lot of babies were maldeformed based on the sins of our fathers and mothers and the abuse of their bodies and then how we came out. So I think everyone's somewhat of a tweaker, but I'm actually open to talk about the whole tweaking topic because I feel like it's an important thing to talk about. And I was gonna get on here earlier, like a few hours ago, like real angry and start going off on like younger generation and just letting out some rage. But those feelings came and they went, and I just felt like I could have a informative, well balanced conversation about the whole tweaker generation and the whole, you know, highlight because when I feel like people are directing energy toward me, I gotta respond to that in some type of way. Um, or not respond to it at all and completely ignore it. But this one was weighing on my mind, so I wanted to title this video Tweaker. And I got a video, you know what I'm saying? Like having my hat a little bit like that when it can hold. But yeah, I just wanted to get on and make a video about that tweaking, and you can be a tweaker and still be a king. That's why I put Twee-King because kings really show themselves. I watched the Alex Friedman interview on Joe Rogan, and he was really talking about Zelensky and how he really is one with the people and he really admires him. I thought that was really awesome for him to give great, great, strong, and kind words about the leader of Ukraine. And I have not even researched anything really what's going on in Europe like that because I've been focused more on here, what's happening in America. But some real good points about the Alex Friedman convo with Joe Rogan. I really liked how direct and how calm and how um, very serious and straightforward Alex Friedman was, especially when he was talking about Genghis Khan and not trying to act like one group of rulers like Caesar, Romans, or these other people were not as barbaric as um, uh, Genghis Khan in their own way, however you see it. Like there's always been a light on certain people, kings, especially the way modern philosophy has just showed us lighter skin, lesser sin. So as a biracial individual, I really like to talk about these things because race does matter. Um, and being informed about who you are and your history matters. So um, I'm enjoying the content. Obviously, Joe Rogan said that, he dated the video that it was made before Trump got in office, that was made while Biden was still in office. So whether it was January 17th or 18th or 16th, whenever they filmed it, um, that was the biggest letdown. It's like realizing this is an older video and it's not super current. Like how they did that interview January 22nd, 2 days after our new president is in office, that it could have been a whole better, different different interview we got. So I would like to see a part two. But at the same time, there's big stuff people need to talk about anytime you get on a platform as big as Joe Rogan. You need to go all out as hard as you can without getting banned. I really want to see that from everybody making content. So tweak out. If you're going to speak the truth, just tweak it all out. And that's why I did appreciate, and this is obviously I mean, the whole paradigm is shifting as we speak. So I'm glad of all the new content that is about to drop. I'm hyped to see a change. But the way Mel Gibson was red as a tomato and just seemed to be biting his tongue and holding back, I'm ready to hear people just blare it all out. 100% say it, be you, don't hide, don't hold back. Let the people speak and let it be aired on the internet. Let it be aired on the Patreons, on the X accounts, on the, YouTube, on the Facebook, on the Instagram, under TikTok. Let's make the internet freaking amazing again. So that's what the Twee-King has to say. I'm out. We're at 11 minutes, and this was fun. Peace.